Welcome back. Time now is 6:45, so let's get a check of your weather with meteorologist Thomas Geboy. And Thomas, how long is all this snow and rain going to last?
Well, it's going to last at least through the first part of the day, especially in northern Utah. Things will come to an end a little bit quicker for those of you down in southern Utah, but we'll check the cameras in just a little bit. We're actually seeing a little bit of wet weather down in St. George, but we're going to start off our radar tour in northern Utah, where we're seeing times of rain, a wintry mix, and even snow. Down in the Salt Lake Valley, down to our valley floors, including portions of Davis County, we're seeing times of rain. Meanwhile, we're also seeing a little bit more rain in Utah County, but notice as you get up to the benches, you start to see a wintry mix, and then changing over to snow. We could be seeing straight snow in Ogden. Straight snow definitely in Logan, with some snow covering the roadways there. And then as you travel up our canyons, Parley's Canyon and Weber Canyon, seeing straight snow and some very slippery conditions there. And in the mountains, the snow continues in northern Utah. Then as we make our way into eastern Utah, times of rain, a wintry mix, and even snow along portions of the I-70 corridor. Moab not seeing wet weather now, but did see some wet weather in the overnight, and some of this could find its way over to Moab in the next hour or so. Meanwhile, down in southwestern Utah, we have some very low-lying clouds here. The radar can't see everything, and again, as I mentioned, we're seeing a little bit of light rain around St. George, but we're definitely seeing times of rain along the I-15 corridor, northern Washington County, mainly seeing some snow around Zion National Park, and still seeing snow at Bryan Head, even though the winter storm warning for the southern mountains has been allowed to expire. That expired at 5 o'clock in the morning, but Bryan Head reporting 10 inches of snow, but the snow is going to continue in our central mountains and northern mountains to the early stretch of the afternoon. The winter storm warning continues through 2 o'clock, 6 to 12 inches of accumulations, isolated up to 20, winter driving conditions for areas north or above 7,000 feet. And then for the Wasatch Back, the Wasatch Front, Tooele, Rush Valleys, and Cache Valley, the winter weather advisory continues through 10 o'clock this morning. So even for spots that are still seeing rain, like in Salt Lake City, the changeover is still a possibility. And if that changeover does occur, some minor accumulations can't be ruled out, which means we could even see some winter driving conditions along the Wasatch Front. And this is a look at the snow potential with one forecast model, but it's showing that as we go through today, there will be at least a chance we could pick up maybe between 1 and 2 inches of snow along the Wasatch Front, even in Salt Lake City, with the benches possibly getting between 2 and 4, possibly upwards of 6, but more accumulations expected, especially for our northern Utah mountains as we go from this morning into the afternoon. Let's put it all in motion. Begin the future cast at 8 o'clock this morning. The best chance for wet weather over the next several hours will be in the central and northern half of the state. That chance will come to an end down in southern Utah a little bit quicker. At midday today, we're not going to see as much compared to what we're seeing now, but I still think there will be a chance for at least a few showers along the Wasatch Front, with the snow continuing in our northern Utah mountains, but that chance will gradually come to an end from midday through the afternoon, and by the evening, with high pressure moving in, we'll see calmer skies tonight, mainly partly cloudy into the day on Saturday. It's going to be a pretty nice day tomorrow, especially for this time of year, but as quickly as we get the calmer weather, that high pressure starts to move away. A weak system arrives on Sunday, a slight chance for wet weather in the northern half of the state, and then a better chance for wet weather will be arriving as we go into the early stretches of next week. Here's the view in St. George. A little while ago, we were seeing a little bit of light rain, but now we're even seeing some foggy conditions down in St. George. So even if it's not raining in St. George, be careful with that fog that continues to build in. Utah State University in Logan, straight snow right here. Again, we're seeing rain in Salt Lake City, but straight snow in Logan, and that snow is covering portions of the roadways. The plows are out in Cache Valley. It's 34 in Logan. It's 32 in Heber City, 38 in Salt Lake, 33 in Provo, where we could see some snow if we get a little bit more moisture moving in, and 41 degrees in St. George. And our hourly forecast along the Wasatch Front in Salt Lake City, a chance of rain and snow all the way through 10 o'clock this morning, and then that chance will gradually begin to go down once we get into this afternoon, eventually resulting in partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies as we lead up towards sundown. But we'll see daytime highs mainly in the mid to upper 30s. From the Wasatch Front into Cache Valley, we'll see a daytime high of 38 in Cedar City, 50 degrees in St. George, and 47 degrees in Moab. But this active pattern going to be sticking around as more moisture will be coming in from the Pacific through mainly the middle of next week. In St. George, a slight chance for rain over the next couple of hours, clearing this afternoon. Then it's partly cloudy skies for this upcoming weekend. The chance of rain returns Tuesday into Wednesday. Along the Wasatch Front, rain and snow through at least the early stretches of this afternoon. The chance will dwindle once we get into this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies for our Saturday. A slight chance returns on Sunday. Then a better chance for wet weather Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday, and likely going to see more times of valley rain and mountain snow. As we check our traffic out there this morning, we got slippery conditions across the board. We got some rainy conditions along the Wasatch Front, but as you travel up our canyons this morning, especially Weber Canyon and Parley's Canyon, we have snow covering the roadways. Look how slow travel is moving out on I-80 eastbound. This is near Summit Park. The plows definitely have been through there, but you can tell we have snow on the roadways and the cars are slowing down in a big way. So we'll continue to keep a very close eye on this. So if you want to watch more weather